to my channel. So today we're going to talk about the 10 must-haves if you want to have a Scandinavian Christmas at home. So let's jump straight into it. First thing you're going to need for a Scandinavian Christmas are their paper stars. Now we have them in the windows here during December time, especially when it's dark. These lights on, it gives a really ambient lighting, very cozy, and it is really beautiful to walk past or drive past all the houses and you see some sort of light in the window. Doesn't give you the feeling that nobody's at home or that it's really depressing. So this is the Scandinavian star. When I moved to Sweden, what you could get was only in white, but now I see you can get it in a plethora of colors. I have it in gold here. I also have a number of other ones. They are quite inexpensive nowadays, so it's really tempting to go out and buy a new one every year to match your decor if you're like me and you change your decor up every year. So you simply open up your star like this. And usually you have a string with a little piece there, and you pull it up like so, and then it forms your star. Now, inside this star, you're going to have a light. So you're going to need this sort of a light to put your bulb in, and then you're going to attach this one. Actually, I can attach it to a normal socket, but in Sweden these stars are so popular that my house is a track home, which was built obviously in a factory and then brought here and assembled together. But even our homes, they always have a outlet at the top of the window. I'm going to put in a picture here, just because here in Sweden having these stars during Christmas is such a common thing, and it is also a very essential part of the Christmas decor here. So you always have a switch at the top. But if you don't have that possibility, and you don't have that inbuilt into your home, these are a great option. I use them as well around the house. I hang it up on a little hook. There is a hook here, and then you just plug this in onto the side. I'm gonna follow me on my shorts and I will show you how you can do these throughout the week. Next thing you're going to have is the lights that they usually have on the windowsill. Here in Sweden, we always have a sort of windowsill in all the windows. I'll add in a picture. And on those windowsills, you have these lights. Now you have bigger versions and smaller versions. These are the very traditional ones that you have. They usually always came in white. I bought these some time ago with my husband. They are quite small for my windows now. Where we live now, the windows are really big, so you can really buy bigger ones, but I haven't. I use 2 of these because I like to change my decor, so it's not really worth me investing in new ones. These work just fine. These have a special bulb that you need to get for it. It looks like this, and then you just add it in there, and then as well all of them need to be working, and it's almost like, you know, a Christmas tree light. If one doesn't work, everything doesn't work. It's the same concept here. And then you have this plug. You plug it in. I will insert a picture of how it looks. And then this is also on the windowsill. And this really makes for a beautiful ambient lighting. I cannot imagine my Christmases without this, no matter where I live. My mum lives in Sri Lanka. She bought some of these as well to take with her. They are just stunning in the window. I love them so much, and nowadays you can get them in all sorts of different colors. I'm going to show you what they have at the shop. I'll put in some footage here. Number 3 on my list are Santa Clauses. They are called tomtar here. They're almost like gnomes, but they are used a lot in decoration here. See, I bought this at an expensive well, it's a kitchen shop. It's quite expensive. So this was one of the first Christmas things that I actually bought. They are these beautiful, cute little gnomes, and you get them in all different shapes and colors and sizes. And this is a traditional red one with this hair sticking out. As you can see, I still have the tag on. I don't even want to take off the tag for it. And then a couple of years ago, I bought this one. It's also quite similar. It doesn't have to have the back, and you get these really small ones. This one's got like a tartan. Right. So these are also a Christmas must-have. Number 4 for a Scandinavian Christmas, you cannot have a Scandinavian Christmas without this. These are gingerbread cookies. They are delicious, and you can use them for decorating, for eating, for activities with your children, and you can also make them at home. They usually have the dough already made in the shop, so you don't need to make that. You can just buy it and then you roll it out with your kids and cut whatever shape cookies that you like. Usually we have stars and hearts here. So I'm going to open this box and show you. Some of them are more tastier than others. These ones are really more for decoration. This is what the box looks like, and these are what they look like. They come in these shapes as well with the holes, so you can hang them on a Christmas tree or on a sprig or a branch of sorts, and you can just hang them out down at different levels. They look very, very pretty. So that's what it is. It's very, very thin. I mean, these are actually thicker than the normal ones. The other ones are even thinner. You get star shapes, and you get a plethora of different companies that make these gingerbread cookies. So we just buy them. Nobody really makes them to eat because you eat them a lot, especially if you're going to be doing the next one that you have to have for Christmas is our mulled wine. It's called glögg in Sweden, and you have to have it. Every single house has a bottle of glögg. There are different types of glögg that you can buy at the store. There's a standard one that most of us buy. There's non-alcoholic, there's alcoholic. There are different flavors. There's chocolate, there's vanilla, there's all sorts of flavors. Usually serve it as well warm and with a pepparkaka, which is a gingerbread cookie. So you always have gingerbread cookies, glögg, and to the glögg you can usually add in some raisins and some peeled almonds. I'm going to show you how to do that on one of my shorts in the upcoming weeks. So make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can see all these little sneak bits that I do, so that you can create a very authentic Scandinavian Christmas at home. In Sweden you have these small little mugs. They are specially made for glögg, for the mulled wine. You warm it, you heat it up, and you put it in those, and you serve it with some of the nuts and the cookies, the gingerbread cookies. So these are what they are like. These are very old traditional ones, but you can have, there are different types that you can buy in the market these days. I'm not sure I saw any of them at the IKEA, but you know, it's just mulled wine. You can serve it in small shot glasses. That would work just as fine. Number 6 has to be the advent calendars. Now, you cannot have a Scandinavian Christmas without an advent calendar. They do have ones at IKEA. They're really, really nice, but you get so many different advent calendars here in Sweden. I mean, every company tries to make one, so you can cater your advent calendar to your children or to even adults. I know my kids usually have the Lego advent calendar, so every day for the month of December they can open a little box, and then they can get a small Lego piece that they can play, and then at the end of the month they have quite a few pieces of Lego characters that they can play with. The traditional advent calendars that you get are with chocolate. So you open a box every day, it has the numbers, and then you can eat your piece of chocolate. So every child here in Sweden usually has an advent calendar. They are a must, and I'm going to show you how you can make your own DIY advent calendar at home without having to spend a lot of money. So stay tuned for my shorts on that one. Number 7. Now, this is but number 7 is also quite an important part of a Scandinavian Christmas. It is your advent candles. Now, an advent candle here has 2 types. You get one candle that you have a marking from the first day of December to Christmas, where you can light the same candle a little bit at a time every single day. So it comes down to that number. So for the first day you would burn it down to number 1, and then you would switch it off, and the next day number 2. So the idea is that the candle melts down right down till it is time for Christmas. The other option is to have 4 different candles, block candles like you see here, with 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then you light the first one for the first week, second one for the second week, and you get the idea. But these candles are really nice, especially if you have children. It's a great way to count down to Christmas. Every Sunday you would light 1 candle. So the first candle you would light every Sunday, and then you would continue lighting that candle throughout the week, and then the following Sunday you'd start lighting 2 candles, and so on and so forth. And then they know when the 4th candle is lit, that means Santa Claus and Christmas is just around the corner. So that is also a must for a Scandinavian Christmas. Number 8 on my list has to be these sweets. The Scandinavians are, well, at least the Swedes are just crazy for their sweets. They have a few Christmas sweets that they have every single year. There is a small chocolate candy, and there is a candy like almost like a toffee, a hard toffee, or a caramel, if you will. It's called Knäck. It is very, very popular around Christmas time. Marzipan, little marzipan pigs. They are also really popular, and they have something called lussebullar, which is also popular, as well as a number of other things, including their gingerbread cookies that I spoke to you about a little while ago. I'm going to show you how to make Knäck in one of my shorts, so stay tuned for that video. But the Swedish sweets, the Scandinavian sweets, are a must-have for Christmas, so that would definitely be number 8 on my list. Number 9 on my list has to be lot and lots of green. The Scandinavians love nature. Nature and Scandinavia go hand in hand. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because we have so much pine and so much nature here, beautiful nature here. It could also be the fact that we're indoors quite a lot, and so when we are able to go out in the summer into nature, we really crave that during the winter as well, and we like to bring it in. So Christmas twigs, pine cones, any sort of natural Christmas things you find in nature, they always bring into our home. And I'm going to show you when I go through my decor here at my house when I start decorating in December, how I incorporate a lot of green into my home. I do like to add in as much natural greens as possible, and that is a very, very important part of the Scandinavian Christmas. Number 10, and my final tip for you if you want to create a Scandinavian Christmas tree, is of course the Christmas tree. But the Scandinavians like their Christmas tree sparse, not so full. I'm sure you've seen this on YouTube or on Pinterest. Very sparse and with a few minimal decor items and some Christmas lights. So that is all they usually have. They have some very traditional special Christmas decor made from straw, from natural materials, as well as a few baubles. I'm going to put some pictures in now. So those were my 10 must-haves for a Scandinavian Christmas at home. So I did mention at the beginning of the video that I was going to give you a bonus tip if you stayed right to the end, and here it is. It is the best tip of all. If you want to create a Scandinavian Christmas at home, it is a perfect Christmas to do if you're not up for decorating and you're really not feeling very Christmassy. Maybe you've had a tough year, or maybe work's not going well, or you're just tired and you just want to spend Christmas relaxing and not stressing about how your house looks. But you still want to have a little bit of festive feeling in your home. All you need are a couple of these stars, a Christmas tree. You don't need to decorate your Christmas tree, just add some string of lights just to make it look pretty, and 4 candles to create your Advent candles. And that would just make for a very simple, very traditional, a very easy Scandinavian Christmas. So I hope this video has given you some tips and some ideas on how you can create a Scandinavian Christmas at home. Join me on my channel next week when I go shopping with you to IKEA and show you what you can buy there for a Scandinavian Christmas. And don't forget to follow me on my shorts, where I do a lot of DIY and quick and easy recipes. So next week, have a good week, and I will see you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.